We are going to look at gifted learners. Things to consider about a gifted learner are the signs of a gifted learner, the asynchronous development of a gifted learner, whether they are twice exceptional, and we want to also consider how we might help the gifted learner to thrive, both socio-emotional needs as well as adapting for success. Signs of giftedness include asking questions. Is the student curious, or do they have good memory? Do they learn information quickly, display unusual academic achievement, finish their work very fast, display ideas and thoughts of independent thinking, make connections other students don't, and have unusual approaches to problem solving? Are they a gifted student? Some unexpected characteristics of a gifted student is they can get off task and off topic easily, and they become bored. Because they complete their work quickly, they might disrupt the class or leave projects unfinished. Sometimes they question authority. They can also be absent-minded, and they have to be reminded of practical details. They are critical of others, or can be critical of others, and they also can be perfectionists of themselves and of others. Asynchronous development refers to uneven intellectual, physical, and emotional development. In the average children, these three aspects of development progress at about the same rate. That is, they develop in sync or at the same levels. But when you have a child that is asynchronous developing, they tend to be advanced in one area and perhaps under what you would expect in another area. So an example might be that they demonstrate advanced verbal acuity with age appropriateness or delayed behaviors in other areas, like maybe they can't throw a ball or catch a ball, or are behind in math, even though they can carry on an extremely intellectual conversation. When we look at twice exceptional children are gifted children of above average abilities who have special educational needs. So maybe they're ADHD and they have some learning disabilities. They could be dyslexic. Because of their giftedness, they can often have masked their special needs. So they do really well in one area, but then you can't understand why they might be perceived as lazy or unmotivated in another area. Giftedness can be overlooked in a twice exceptional student. As many as 30% of gifted students have some form of learning disability, difference, or difficulty. Again, maybe they're really, really good at math, but they can't catch or throw or not very coordinated. Or they have a hard time paying attention. Emotional and academic problems can surface as a result of students struggling with learning differences and giftedness. Gifted students and their socio-emotional needs include a child gifted in one area does not mean gifted in all areas. Maybe they're really good, as previously mentioned, in English and grammar and conversation, but they aren't maybe doing so well in math or in some other subject. Giftedness can lead to the masking or misunderstanding of problem signs, and not all gifted children are alike, including their own unique social emotional profile. There is no single definitive recipe for maintaining a child's emotional equilibrium. Parents need to model balance and set the tone to reduce stress and anxiety in the gifted child's life. Sometimes gifted children can feel very different and therefore have low self-esteem because they feel like they don't fit in. We can teach our children strategies and provide tools for dealing with the ebb and the flow of life. What's important about dealing with and gifted children is adapting for their success. Educators must understand the characteristics and needs of the gifted population. They need to assess, make assessments, continually identifying gifted learners of all types. Curriculum planning and instruction develop based on the core competencies while adjusting to any of compensation strategies that might need to take place. That can include technology or special education tools, lighting, sound, small groups. Create a safe learning environment for these children, for all children. And professional development is critical. Teaching teachers is essential for all educators involved in the development and implementation of gifted programs and services. Some work that is cited in this presentation can be found at the following links or in the following book. I looked at verywell.com and Asynchronous Development, Understanding Asynchronous Development in Children, writeslaw.com, looking at twice exceptional children, Weinbrenner's Teaching Gifted Kids in Today's Classroom, as well as the www.nagc.org site that deals with the National Association for Gifted Children, and lastly, the www.nagc.org National Standards Gifted and Talented Education. All of these can be looked at and contain more information than was given here in this presentation today. Thank you.